Is it just me, or is it today's just a very, blah day in the world of, professional wrestling? And, life, to say at least, for me, to say at least, as well. A lot of news, though. A lot of, WWE Unreal stuff to discuss today. And so on and so forth, to say at least. What is going on? I've been welcome to Lucas Limits on YouTube and all audio platforms. Your Lucas Limits Wrestling Report, episode number 8 for your Wednesday, July 30th of 2025. I'm your host is Lucas E. Allen on Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, and Facebook. Lucas E. Allen. Watch on YouTube, hit the like button on today's report. Hit the subscribe button if you haven't already, and turn the bell for all post notifications. So don't miss an upload on the YouTube section of Lucas Limits. Leave a comment you think of any of these news topics to say at least. Watch on Spotify, leave me a 5-star rating. Also a comment what you think of any of these news topics to say at least for your little Lucas Limits Wrestling Report. Episode number 8 for July 30th of 2025. I think I got nothing else to give you as introduction. Let's get right into your news topics we'll be discussing. A lot of WWE Unreal stuff to say at least. That's Vince McMahon, first off. A good old VKM Vincent Kennedy McMahon. Vince McMahon involved in a car accident last week the same day as Hulk Hogan passing away. That was fucking crazy, man. That was crazy. Discuss that. Also, the backstage update on WWE star Drew McIntyre's travel issues. We'll be discussing that. Speaking of WWE Unreal, Triple H. This is irked my fucking brain cells. Triple H defends WWE Unreal against criticism. Aw, Hunter, you ain't taking out constructive fucking criticism. Fuck the critics, man! Fuck out of here, bro. We're gonna discuss that, trust me. We're gonna be discussing that big time. Also, some rest of the stuff on WWE Unreal. Original card for WrestleMania 41 revealed on WWE Unreal. We're gonna discuss that. Also, in WWE Unreal production, crew kept in the dark about John Cena's heel turn. We're gonna discuss that. Also, WWE scrapped big TLC match for Saturday night's main event for January this year. As a voice crack go figure. Also discussing there was a pitch for Chelsea Green to win the 2025 Women's Royal Rumble match. We're going to discuss that. Also finish off your report of Tony Khan. One piece of AEW for against Dynamite this week. Tony Khan tells about potentially bringing back AEW Dark. No, thank you. I do not want to see Dark back on television or YouTube on the name it for 2025. And beyond, Tony Khan, to say at least. Discussing on today's report, glad you enjoy. Maybe it's always going to say it's episode number 8, your Lucas Limits Wrestling Report for your Wednesday edition for July 30th of 2025. Another voice crack go figure. Starting with, you guessed it, Vince McMahon involved in a car accident last week. Vince McMahon was involved in a 3-vehicle car accident in Westport, Connecticut last Thursday morning, the same day as Hulk Hogan passing away, more I believe. According to a report from TMZ, no injuries were sustained in the crash. The incident occurred around 9 a.m. on Route 15. A crash report states that McMahon's 2024 Bentley was traveling northbound when it struck near the rear of a 2023 BMW and collided with median guardrail. A third vehicle, a Ford Mustang, or Ford Fusion, excuse me, can't fucking speak today, people. Traveling southbound, then hit debris from the initial impact. The report notes that the airbags were deployed in both the Bentley and the BMW, and that all 3 vehicles involved had to be towed from the scene. The median guardrail sustained approximately 30 feet of damage. All 3 drivers were reported to be wearing their seatbelts. Following the accident, McMahon was issued a misdemeanor summons of reckless driving and following too closely. He is scheduled to appear in court late the next month. The accident occurred just hours before the news broke of the passing of wrestling legend Hulk Hogan, who McMahon had a long and instrumental professional history with as well. Now, I'm actually kind of glad I didn't report this news the same day as Hulk Hogan passing away. I've been kind of fucked up. You know, you can't see you're one of these people in the IWC, Hulk Hogan or Vince McMahon. I get that. I can't stand either one of these two dudes. But still, if you were to report this on the same day as Hulk Hogan passed away, I know if accidents happen or anything, it'd be kind of weird if you asked me there. They could have said on Friday or the week after. They said it was yesterday, I believe. And a major voice crack. Go fucking figure. Like, they're basically probably want to get to Hulk Hogan all the final farewells and everything before you have some passing away and everything else. So there you go. Probably like waiting for Hulk Hogan to be the news to just die off a bit before you discuss Vince McMahon getting into that said car accident the same day as Hulk Hogan. Those are my thoughts on that for sure. Moving on to a backstage update on WWE star Drew McIntyre's travel issues. This weekend's installment of SummerSlam 2025 is set to feature massive clashes like John Cena versus Cody Rhodes for the undisputed WWE Championship and CM Punk versus Gunther for the WWE World Heavyweight Championship. However, in the night one bout with Drew McIntyre and Logan Paul versus Randy Orton and Joey Rhodes might be in jeopardy. According to Fightful Select Report, McIntyre is legitimately stuck in the UK due to a passport issue. McIntyre was unable to use his British passport and wasn't allowed to through the travel home to the United States, where he is a resident to say the least, the report stated. However, the issue might not be dire, according to Fightful sources at WWE. WWE sources we spoke to felt confident that it will be rectified, although they obviously weren't pleased that McIntyre is going through the situation, as any normal person would say, honestly. McIntyre has been a resident for the United States for over years and lives in Nashville, Tennessee. In a clip shared on social media, Drew McIntyre shared his frustrations about where he currently finds himself. It's quite the week I've had. Do you want to know how it's been capped off? I can't go back into America. They wouldn't let me on the board of my flight. The star explained before panning. The camera cut out over the English countryside. Does that look like American scenic countryside? No. I'm in England still. McIntyre then explained that he was in England for a friend's wedding and planned to go back in time for the train for SummerSlam. Wife and I walked up to the gate, tried to check in. Always goes perfectly fine. Not this time, he recalled. McIntyre then noted that despite being recognized, he was not allowed to onto the flight because he wasn't carrying his U.S. passport, which I find to be something fucking to say the least. Drew McIntyre, I can understand it's like some random person you don't know about, but this is fucking Drew McIntyre, a WWE superstar. I just don't get that type of logic. The star further explained that he opted to send his wife back to America ahead of him and their pet's sakes, while he instead stayed back. And I am here, so what happened? What changed? What changed? It's just trip, jelly roll, and the true heel fashion. McIntyre then blamed his upcoming opponent for using his connections to keep him away from the SummerSlam. You realize when I took off my shirt on SmackDown, you went, oh my god, oh, the horror, I'm screwed. Yeah, Drew McIntyre and kayfabe, man, you gotta love that, to say the least. So you screw up my train for SummerSlam week. McIntyre then declared that he will be back in America again, and once he returns, he'll make sure that Joey Roll pays for his meddling, and eventually you're gonna gain all the way back, and you're gonna look like one of those fuckers. He added, oh my fucking god, man. Pan the camera to catch the cows behind him, to say the least. What a fucking heel is Drew McIntyre, to say the least. I hope this gets all situated. We see Drew McIntyre for SummerSlam. I'm not looking forward to him and Logan Paul against Joey Rowan and Randy Orton. It just seems like a bathroom break to me. And that's fucking Randy Orton and Drew McIntyre. That's bizarre if you ask me. Keep you updated in this situation for sure, to say the least. Moving on to a ridiculous fucking story that I can't believe I'm fucking sharing you. Triple H defends WWE Unreal against criticism. Here we go, it's Triple H poking his own ego, to say the least, people. Strap in your seatbelt for this one. It's a long-ass fucking article, to say the least. WWE Chief Content Officer Paul Triple H Levesque was a recent guest on ESPN's First Take, which, by the way, I heard Shannon Sharp was fired from ESPN today for his stuff he think he's done. I think he had another lawsuit happen to him, potentially, with the R word to another woman. This was a shy speak I share about that. Hey Shannon, how about OKC in 5, man? To say the least. Anyways, going back to this report, shall we? ESPN's First Take, where he discussed the company's new 5-part Netflix docuseries, WWE Unreal. In an interview, Levesque explained the motivation for pulling back the curtain, his response to criticism, and his belief that the series will ultimately increase fans' respect for the business. Sure the fuck it will, said nobody fucking ever, Hunter. Levesque began by explaining that in today's media landscape, giving the fans a peek behind the scenes of a natural evolution, as they are already constantly speculating about the inner workings of the company. I think in today's world with the internet, half of the fun for our fans, I think sometimes it's speculating around what's going on behind the scenes anyways. So he decided to let them take a look, Levesque said. He was quick and to clarify, however, that the show does not expose the business entirely. Really, Triple H? Really, bro? Doesn't expose the business entirely. Sure, fucking bro. You know, wrestling's supposed to be quote-unquote fake, right? You know, I don't think it's fake whatsoever. I hate the word fake. But still, you get the point. We're not exactly showing you everything and how the magic is done or how the tricks are done. If you wanted to use a magic reference, but you're giving you behind the scenes, you're showing you what goes into this. No, you're exposing the fucking business, Hunter. That's what you're fucking doing. To say the least. He continued, a lot of people that it's just these athletes show up and put on a show, and that's it. And you know, it's all predetermined, so it's easy. It's not that at all. There's a million things that go into this, and a lot of complex navigating, and it's a fascinating look. Fascinating look for what, bro? You're basically exposing kayfabe. How the fuck is this fascinating? I don't get it, man. When host Stephen A. Smith, oh god, Stephen A. Smith, lovely, bro, asked if there were concerns about giving fans a license to be more critical of the creative process, Levesque said it was a calculated risk. Absolutely, we all looked at that. Yeah, sure, bro. Sure you fucking did. You looked at every aspect of it. Sure, Triple H. And the positives and the negatives, and we weighed it out, he stated. You can't be afraid to do something in life. You can't be afraid of that. Well, somebody might criticize us. If we were afraid of that, people would criticize what we do. We wouldn't put on a show every week. Really? Are you fucking serious? What kind of a fucking statement is that, dude? What the fuck, man? And you get this, he compares fucking shit to other crap, to say the least. He compared the situation to traditional sports where fans and media endlessly debate the decisions of coaches and players. It's a part that makes us wonderful. Parts that makes you wonderful. Oh, really, man? This is fucking hilarious, man. He said you can look at no different than a sport. But I do kind of agree with that. You gotta look at this for like realism, to say the least. But he's not helping himself with this whatsoever, this whole statement here. You can look at it and say, this coach doesn't know what he's doing. I would have done this. I know what we would have been better, to say the least. Levesque drew a direct parallel to the success of Formula One docuseries Drive to Survive, which I believe is a fucking racing show, to say the least. This man's comparing wrestling to a fucking racing show. Are you fucking kidding me, man? Let's create a new massive fan base for the sport of showcasing the human drama behind the races, like I said, racing. I think of people that weren't fans of F1 racing, see the behind the scenes and everything that goes into it. And it has increased their respect of the industry. Where has it made us respect the industry more so than you already fucking have as a normal wrestling fan, Hunter? The respect of what those athletes go through, he explained. I think that it just increases the respect level for what we do. No, the fuck it doesn't, Triple H. It really doesn't. He concluded by saying that seeing the passion and struggles of the performers will only strengthen the bond with the audience. I think it builds that deeper connection, he said, when you have athletes like Rhea Ripley, who many see as larger than life. Oh, whoa. Rhea Ripley larger than life. Well, that's a fucking statement I've ever seen any. There is no larger than life characters on WWE and professional wrestling in general. Is there people that have their favorites? Absolutely, I have my own favorites. And so is probably Triple H here, like probably Rhea Ripley. Like to say at least. Like, how is Rhea Ripley larger than life, man? How? Never would be doubt character going through the highs and lows and the presence and doubts, that self-doubts. And overcoming those go out there and perform the way she does. I don't know how it doesn't make you appreciate her more as a performer. It just means he's sucking you know what more of Rhea Ripley. Is it just fucking that, Hunter? I'm a fan of Rhea Ripley, don't get me wrong. What's with this fucking ass kissing all of a sudden to Rhea Ripley? Oh my, is this man just a corporate ass kisser or what, man? Oh my god. They do it for the fans, they do it for entertainment, they do it because they love what they do. No shit, they love what they do because they wouldn't be a fucking professional wrestler. They didn't love what the fuck they do. This whole fucking article is fucking ridiculous, fucking bullshit ass kiss. I've never seen any. What the flying fuck was the point of this, to say the least? Moving on to original card for WrestleMania 41 revealed. The WWE Unreal docu-series, which premiered on Netflix yesterday, will take fans behind the scenes and into the WWE writers' room. This spoiler gives glimpse into the kind of creative changes and decisions that happened on the road to WrestleMania show of the year. Like I said, I'm going to give you the whole card that was changed up, to say the least. They mentioned Cody Rhodes and John Cena on here for the Undisputed WWE Championship. But that was all. This is the matches that didn't take place at WrestleMania. I'm going to go over it right now. Roman Reigns was originally going to take on Seth Rollins. Or probably basically, but Roman Reigns getting stabbed in the back by Paul Heyman here, probably. Next match is CM Punk versus Gunther. The match was seen at SummerSlam this Saturday night. It's CM Punk versus Gunther for the WWE World Heavyweight Championship. We're originally going to see the Wyatt 6, which is Judgment Day in some form or fashion. I don't know what didn't say much here. Also, Bianca Belair take on Rhea Ripley for the WWE Women's World Championship. Becky Lynch and Charlotte Flair team up with each other, take on Io Sky and Asuka for the WWE Women's Tag Team Championships. Also, Bad Bunny is originally set for the show, which I don't mind. I wouldn't mind it, honestly. Bad Bunny versus Dominic Mysterio. Spoiler was his opponent going to be here. That actually been pretty fun, though. Bad Bunny and Dominic Mysterio. I think Bad Bunny is the best celebrity to ever come out of the WWE circuit and came to celebrities wrestling. You know why? Because he freaking legitimately cares about professional wrestling. Wow, what a fucking crazy concept of celebrities, man. What a fucking crazy thing to say always. Shout out to Bad Bunny, he is freaking great. And I'm not as a musician, I'm not a fan of towards his music, but I'm a fan of towards his respect for the business for professional wrestling. That's just me. Also, Braun Breaker is set to take on Drew McIntyre, I believe it or not, guys, with Stone Cold Steve Austin as a special guest referee. Wouldn't that been something? Braun Breaker and Drew McIntyre one match in general would be great. Now you could have seen Stone Cold Steve Austin be a special guest referee for that, man. That would have been fucking great if you ask me. No, that's just something not so great. Rey Mysterio with Travis fucking Scott in his corner. Oh my god, man, this where it gets fucking nosedived. Travis Scott with Rey Mysterio is just fucking filler of a fucking way to use Rey Mysterio in WrestleMania. Rey Mysterio is set to take on Chad Gable with his Travis Scott as his special, basically against corner instead of lace. And finish off with 2 ladder matches. Jey Uso versus Damian Priest versus Sheamus versus Ludwig Kaiser versus Sami Zayn for the Intercontinental Championship in a ladder match. And also to finish off your other mid-card title for the men's side. LA Knight versus Jimmy Uso versus Andrade versus Solo Sikoa versus Carmelo Hayes versus Santos Escobar versus Shinsuke Nakamura for the United States Championship in the ladder match at say at least. Thank God I did 2 fucking ladder matches where both mid-card titles. That would have been fucking lazy if you ask me. This is my thumb. I don't mind that Watson is sharing this WrestleMania card. It doesn't seem, probably looks better than you would see, honestly, we got this year for both nights. That's just my opinion on that for sure. Moving on, WWE Unreal production crew Captain Dark about John Cena's heel turn. Gee, you don't say, man. Following the premiere of the WWE Unreal docuseries on Netflix, a new report from Fightful Select has shed light on the backstage reaction to the show and providing details on how the behind-the-scenes series was produced. According to reports, some WWE producers were initially concerned about the show's authenticity, but were ultimately very pleased with how it turned out. I don't know how the fuck it turned out with this shit show. With fucking bullshit like this, but it is what it is. The series maintained a level of security around major storylines as the production crew reportedly did not know about John Cena's heel turn in advance. Like I say, gee, you don't say. Probably people only knew about that was The Rock, Travis Scott, John Cena, and Triple H. Probably the only ones who know about that. Similar to how CM Punk's return to Survivor Series was kept under wraps, like I said as well. One Tom praised the show's handling of iShow Speed's horrible appearance as an honest portrayal. The report also clarified that what the real verses that may have been influenced by the cameras. One scene at the Royal Rumble where the women's locker room emptied out to cheer for Charlotte Flair's victory was a produced moment, though the talent wasn't told it was specifically for a Netflix show. Conversely, while some members of the women's roster speculated that the infamous off-script promo between Charlotte Flair and Tiffany Stratton was manufactured for a docuseries, the report states that no one involved with the segment has ever claimed that was the case, to say the least. Which don't understand the fuck. I saw another clip on social media or Triple H in the docuseries was pissed off at Tiffany Stratton. What the fuck, bro? What the fuck is wrong with you, Hunter? Maybe if you built a few better, we won't be taking shots back and forth between Charlotte and Tiffany. Nobody blamed for that but yourself, Triple H. Stop with the fucking bullshit to wrap up this segment on the report here. Moving on, WWE scrapped big TLC match planned for Saturday night's main event in January 2025. The new Netflix docuseries WWE Unreal continues to provide fascinating insights into the company's creative process. Don't know about that though. With the latest revelation detailing a major triple threat TLC match that was originally planned for Saturday night's main event special in January of this year. According to information revealed in the new docuseries, the original plan for Saturday night's main event before the Royal Rumble was to have a massive tables, ladders, and chairs match. The bout would have a triple threat contest pin 3 of the SmackDown's top tag teams against each other: Motor City Machine Guns with Chris Heyman and Alex Shelley, the Street Profits, Montez Ford and Angelo Dawkins, and DIY, Tommaso Ciampa and Johnny Gargano. The match would have been marked the first ever ladder match to say the least. I would have freaking loved that match. But honestly, I rather would save that for WrestleMania. They obviously did it on the SmackDown after WrestleMania, so I thought it was fucking stupid. What the fuck are you? Was it before WrestleMania? One and two, SmackDown, before WrestleMania or after WrestleMania? Alright, save for your Saturday night's main event here, or save that for WrestleMania. for night one and replace the fucking New Day and the War Raiders for the World Tag Team titles. That would have been fucking better than that fucking disaster we got in WrestleMania with those two teams, the Warriors and the New Day. But it is what it is. The match itself we got at SmackDown with these three tag teams and the TLC match was fucking phenomenal, man. I can't believe they gave an A+ on that one, to say the least. Moving on to, there was a pitch for Chelsea Green to win the 2025 Women's Royal Rumble match. The new WWE Unreal docu-series is giving fans an unprecedented, pretended, I think fucking say it, look at the company's creative process, including a revealed pitch from the writer's room that would have Chelsea Green win the 2025 Women's Royal Rumble match. Footage from the series shows a creative pitch being made for the finish of the Women's Royal match from the past January. It was supposed to be sent past February, but whatever, it is what it is. The idea discussed in the writer's room that was the first of the final two competitors to eliminate each other stimulously just before the 30th entrant was due to come out. You get entrant 29 in there, they come in and there's only two women. They end up doing a double elimination, so whoever is number 30 automatically wins. The pitch went with Chelsea Green walks down, wins the Royal Rumble. To say the least there. That would have been fucking ridiculous, man. I love Chelsea Green to death. One of my absolute favorites in all women's professional wrestling. Oh my god, that would have been fucking lazy, man. To have two eliminations and then Chelsea Green would have come out and be number 30. Ultimately to win that. Of course, number 3 is supposed to be a spot where you save for a big time surprise. Maybe it was a AJ Lee or with Sasha Banks, or if she was not with AEW as Mercedes Moné, obviously, or something like that. But no, it went for Chelsea Green. First of all, that's step one of not doing great business whatsoever, good there whatsoever. I do love Chelsea Green. I don't mind to see her win the Royal Rumble match one day, but do I see that ever happen? Absolutely not, to say the least, the way she's booked right now. For God's sake, she took a pinfall loss in an 8-woman tag match on Raw for her go-home edition to SummerSlam. You explain anything else more than that? Didn't think so, to say the least, man. And finally on this, Lucas Limits Wrestling Report episode number 8 for your Wednesday, July 30th of 2025. Tony Khan talks about potentially bringing back AEW Dark. Please, the love of God, fuck no, to say the least. AEW President Tony Khan has addressed the possibility of the company's popular series, AEW Dark and AEW Dark Elevation, making a return. In a new interview, Khan said that he would love to bring the shows back, but only if it makes sense for AEW's media's partners. Wait, first of all, didn't these shows take place on YouTube? So how the fuck did this guy be with media? I don't fucking understand whatever, but let's get in this report. Speaking with Ardanian Ferrario, I think that's how you fucking say it, Tony Khan was asked about the future of AEW Dark. He expressed his fondness for the shows and confirmed that he is open to their return if the circumstances are right. I love to do that, Khan said, and I love doing AEW Dark. I have so many great memories. Like what, bro? What was so good in AEW Dark? What the fuck is wrong with him? We've done hundreds of episodes of it, and I love it. It's loves fucking everything in AEW, say at least. I just wanted to make sure it returns and bring back Dark, to bring AEW Dark back. Makes sense to bring AEW Dark back. Khan explained that the decision to end the web series was a consensus one decision made when the company launched its Saturday night television show AEW Collision as part of a new media rights package of Warner Bros. Discovery. He stated that any plan of revive the shows would have been collaborative one of their media partners, to say the least. If we bring AEW Dark back, I just want to make sure that whatever we do makes sense. It sure as hell does a lot of the storylines here, to say the least, at AEW, right? Said nobody fucking ever. To our great media partners with Warner Bros. Discovery, he explained to finish it off. To say the least, I don't want to see no fucking AEW Dark or AEW Dark Elevation. I don't fucking care to see that back in 2025, especially in All Elite Wrestling. Yeah, Ring of Honor. He's Ring of Honor for that to say the least. With titles. There you go, Tony. The fuck are we doing? Why we need AEW Dark and AEW Dark Elevation for? I don't understand it, man. Whatever to say, at least to wrap up this Lucas Limits Wrestling Report, episode number 8 for your Wednesday, July 30th of 2025. Thank you all for watching Lucas Limits on YouTube and all audio platforms. Your wrestling report for episode number 8 for Wednesday, July 30th of 2025. Hopefully, knock on wood. I can have your AEW Dynamite. Speaking of AEW, your AEW Dynamite July 30th, 2025 review out tomorrow on Lucas Limits on YouTube and all audio platforms. Until next time, trust me, next time, right? Peace, love, and take care. Love you all big time, to say the least.